Okay. Oh boy. Well, I believed that
was answering complaints of its people by saying absolutely not. She had spent about 3 or 4 years complaining to the ombudsman, the prime minister. She just exposed the whole government in the United Kingdom. Now, I had met with the UK Serious Fraud Office in
What?
2010, and after that, the Serious Fraud Office called up the Securities and Exchange Commission, which stonewalled. So I told the UK Parliament that the Serious Fraud Office had not followed up properly, and then
Wow, didn't I just say this a few nights ago? This is before, I just found this video right now. I'm going through all the whistleblower stuff, and I guess she's going to tell us about a secret plot that our own government has to nuke cities in America. Okay, this was almost, I remember this story. It was just a while back they were going to try to nuke America, our own government. There was a missing nuke, there was a standoff. It was on the Alex Jones show. I don't watch Alex Jones anymore. But there was a standoff, and this is a few years back. But the point is that's always been part of the plan, and I wouldn't be surprised if they try to use it still, because that's a great way in their minds to detour a lot of the attention that's on them, because a lot of people are facing life in prison and actually capital punishment. A lot of those traitorous acts are actually not I'm not saying, I'm not even for capital punishment, but I'm saying under the law, a lot of the traitors in America would be executed. You can't just run around planning to nuke cities or states. But anyways, that was an old story actually. But hey, that's still part of the blueprint. That's part of their plan. Just get right with Jesus and start praying. There's power in prayer, folks. See, I knew this all the time. I knew this. Because if their plan is to nuke a few cities, cause so much chaos, so much disorder, riots. Can you imagine? They could just set up army and checkpoints. Remember a few years ago they were buying all those bullets? Remember they were buying like billions of bullets? They'll nuke a few cities, set up checkpoints. Then they're going to try to implement the chip on your right hand or your forehead, the chip of the devil, the beast. You can't buy or sell anything without the chip. They're going to say, oh, because it's dangerous because of terrorists, and we got to know who you are. It's for your own good. It's for security. And then they're going to make us have the chip, and they're going to have all your information on the chip. And then if they don't like what you're saying or doing, they'll just shut your chip off. You won't be able to buy anything. I'll tell you a little secret. It ain't going to work in America. It's going to cause a revolution. It's going to cause the shadow government on this land. Now, I'm not saying across the seas. It's going to cause the shadow government that's here in America. I can feel it. And I'm pretty right on when I feel something. It's going to cause... and this has nothing to do with me. I'm not planning nothing. If I never existed, I'm a loner. I don't plot anything. This is just going to be the outcome. I mean, it's easy. 1 + 1 is 2. It's easy to see the outcome. Too many people are awake. There's just too many people awake. And a lot of people don't believe Illuminati. They just know there's corruption. A lot of people know that there's a lot of corruption. And it's going to cause a revolution. And it's going to be a really quick one. I'll tell you right now, it's going to be a quick one. It won't last very long. And it's going to get a lot of people at the top put in prison and executed. I'm telling you, I can see it. And it's going to make it'll go down in history. It'll be a huge, huge event. But it doesn't matter because the world doesn't have much time left anyways. Because it's close to the end. We're entering if we're not already in Armageddon. All the signs in the world are biblical. Never before in history have we seen the signs that we see now. Matter of fact, just on September 23rd, it only happens every 6,000 years. We saw the woman that's in the Bible in Revelations, the woman that has the sun behind her head, the 12 stars, and the moon under her feet, and gives birth to Christ or the church. We saw that with that program where you can see the stars with. This is all biblical, and that only happens every 6,000 years. And if you know the Bible, you know that it's supposed to end in 6,000 years, and we are in 6,000 years now. There's going to be 1,000 years of peace, because God does everything in sevens. You're supposed to work 6 days, and then you have the seventh day you rest. Well, we had to battle the devil for 6,000 years, and the 7,000 year we rest. That's how God does everything. So we're about to enter Armageddon if we're not in it. And I really, America is always vague in prophecy, and I really believe America might actually be a neutral zone. They're not gonna, I just think they're not going to have the power they think they're going to have. I don't see people putting the chip in them, and I don't see people bowing down to checkpoints. And I think they think because they're beta testing the airports and all that checking, where they grope you and so I think they think that is because citizens let them do that. They think that they can get away with the whole shebang. They're not going to get away with anything. I can tell you right now, I can feel it. It has nothing to do with me. I can just feel it. They're reaching too quick, too early, too soon, and people aren't ready for that kind of control. People like their lives. They like comfortable lives, and if you're going to make them uncomfortable, they're going to say, well, if I'm already uncomfortable, let's just kick your fucking ass then. That's what they're going to say. I can see it. That's just how it is. When you got nothing to lose, and Americans are going to feel the pain more than anyone else. Like I said, in a poor country, not that, people in a poor country take more because they're just conditioned already. Americans are not conditioned. So anyways, I'm going to put the link below. You check this. I'm going to check it out myself right now. And I'm going to tell you, they're not going to be able to do anything major like that to America for at least 10 to 20 years. They have to wait for the next generation. Because, every generation, I'm not trying to bash them, but every generation gets a little more dumber. It's just the truth. I mean, 20-year-olds and 25-year-olds these days, there's some smart ones. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying, but I'm just saying as the majority. They don't understand, things like, I can't think of the word. Propaganda. They think everything's all nice and they're too trusting, and they don't see, because they're so into the gadgets and the video games and the cell phones. And anyways, I'm gonna go. Thanks for watching, and I'll leave the link below. And don't worry, folks. In America, it ain't gonna fly. It ain't gonna fly. That's why prophecy is mostly in the Middle East.